The Ravens Flock presents The Black Files, an uncensored interview and review podcast for all geek fandom.
Welcome everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Pop a squat, pop open a cold one with all of your friends. It is Wednesday night, only a couple of hairs past 10 p.m., and you have been granted access to the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of The Ravens Flock. So whether you're a friend or you're a fiend, boy, girl, or in between, you are tuned in to a brand new episode of The Black Files.
That's right, folks. Happy to be here on Wednesday night, September 11th, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening in the middle of, there's nothing special about September, so I'm just going to call it back to school month for all the kiddies out there who are not adults. Ha ha!
Damn. Already just coming in shooting shots.
Wow. Okay.
Fuck them! Screw them, kids!
Jose, number one, what you said, saying that there's nothing special about September, that's not just untrue, that's un-American of you. How dare you? Especially on today of all days, the birth of Santa Claus. How dare you? That is so un-American of you.
Oh my god.
I revoke you -1 America from you. There you go.
It's okay. We'll just wake him up when September ends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool. I'm sure he won't mind. Welcome, everybody, to the Black Files. I'm your host, Juan Arouse, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, the tech guru of the team. I'm the guy who, at the end of this program, once we go off the air, is going to be wrestling with a new double monitor mount that I got from TikTok, marked down from $90 to $20, and unfortunately, I won't even be able to use it on my own. I gotta have it for K-Storm for her to do her new work-at-home job over here, and it's just annoying because I wanted to use it for us, and I got it on such a great discount. Like, blah, whatever. You can tell it's like, oh, first world problems. Shut up, Juan. Yeah, well, a little. It's annoying, but it's the principle that counts. And you'll hear a lot about that tonight, about the principle being the thing that counts over here. And joining me tonight are the usual suspects. First of all, let's go ahead and say hello to the lovely ladies of the Ravens Flock, Zayana Rose and Dragon Fan Cosplay. Give it up, ladies. How you doing tonight? Y'all are muted.
Tired.
What happened?
Can you hear us?
No, I was saying y'all were muted for a second. What's going on?
Oh. Can you hear us?
Now we can hear you.
I can now.
Okay, that's weird. We didn't do anything to mic. I mean, okay. Yeah, no, it's just hot because, AC is stupid.
I'm hot and tired. I woke up early to go to my second interview.
Yay!
Hopefully I get the job. They liked me. Yeah.
They like me. They really like me.
Should have seen that coming a mile away. And speaking of things that we'll never see coming a mile away, unlike the excellent theme song to Persona 5, let's give it up for the man with a million opinions and zero apologies, the host of Los Amigos Play, live every Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Give it up for the living it of the Ravens Flock, Mr. Angel Mendez! Why are you
ourselves? Because we have wonderful news. We have incredible news. We have gaming news.
What the fuck were you trying to say here? Like, dude, Angel,
hello?
those filters,
AI Angel took over?
Yeah, no, those filters you keep trying to play with, they keep fucking around with with your signal with your mic over there. It's like whenever you try to speak through them, you come off like you're not only underwater, but you're underwater inside a lead tube with styrofoam internal lining with an iron casket dropped right above it.
That's not actually an iron tube. That's just all the microplastic in my bottle acting out at the same time. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. As usual, it is a joy to have you all here with me. And it is a pleasure to be with you for this Wednesday. I hope that all of our beloved viewers and listeners enjoy the show as much as we enjoy making it for them.
Appreciate you here, Angel. Thank you very much for being a part of the team here tonight. And, of course, let's not forget the man himself, the founder of the Ravens Flock, executive producer and content manager of our channel, the host of Wrestle Rewind live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and the Ravens Flock live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We give it up for Mr. Jose Casabona.
Thank you very much for that warm introduction. Happy to be here with all my friends and all our viewers watching at home. I just killed 100 crunches before going live.
Nice.
That's how cool I am.
Nice.
Actually, no, that's not a lie. Jose it did kill 100 crunches. I still
Congrats,
need to pick
bruh.
up the wrappers to all those Nestle Crunch bars, but he did kill every single one of them.
You're
Poor man.
funny.
Well, it's not my fault that you know a good deal when you see it, Jose. I mean,
Ow,
getting 100 Crunch bars for the price of only 10, that's a bargain, no matter what as the circumstance is.
He went to Costco.
Of course I meant workouts, jackass.
Yeah, he went to Costco to work out. He lifted several boxes of crunches.
Yeah. Juan just ate the rest.
Oh, God. You nearly made me come out my nose. Hey, Jose, do me a favor. Have the take care of the usual business, if you'd be so kind.
Yes, no problem. Much like all our other shows, folks, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button at the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
For all the inner flockers we got in that chat, and I know I have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you are here to help rescue the Ravens flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard and staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way is the fact that we've got to work 9-to-5 jobs just to keep the lights on. But, folks, you can help with that with a very simple solution. Just spread the word of the Ravens flock. Let everyone know the hard work that we've been doing all these years. Let everyone know that they should be supporting us instead of assholes. Actually, no, we're still assholes, but we're the assholes you should be supporting because we're the assholes who are on your side, not on the side of other assholes. We're on the side of the good peoples, the peoples who just want to nerd out, the people who just want to have fun, the people who just want to be accepted and want to learn shit and be culturally enriched with the knowledge and information and random ass trivia and factoids that we like to help spread around. We don't spread around bullshit lies. We spread around the truth. And even if they are random-ass weird factoids that have zero practical value, it's still the truth. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to all of us, the Ravens flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Hey, up in the chat, first off, Lisa Boo in the chat. Congratulations to you, Lisa Boo, for having been an inner flocker for 18 months.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Yep. She's saying, hi, guys. Much love. Time flies. You're damn right it does. Tempest Fugit. Let's see. We've also got Sarah Serenity Magical Cosplay. The claim has been paid off. Congratulations, Sarah Serenity. Holy shit.
Very nice.
Yay!
Now, here's hoping that with that taken care of, she won't have to deal with, her and her family will be able to move into a place of their own soon, so that's going to be awesome. We're looking forward to hearing the good news from that. Also, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS is here. Another fellow nerd cosplay over here, rather a nerd channel over here. I destroyed 100 crunches too. Now they will never let me at the senior home ever again. Ow!
Oh. Listen, those old fogies were asking for it.
We have Struggler in the chat. He's saying, hey, up, what's good, flockers? You know I'm here for this. Aaron Cooper's in the chat. The Joseph Santos is in the chat. And Legend of the Traveling TARDIS is asking over here, are you guys going to Ancient City Comic Con? Unfortunately, no, it's not in the cards for us right now. It's a little thing called Mulebra. But unfortunately, you know, like, another time, though. And Mr. Geek Me Out saying, I heard about Bad Bunny joining the cast of Happy Gilmore 2. Okay, stop.
What?
What? First of all, what? There's going to be a Happy Gilmore 2? And what? Bad Bunny is joining?
I mean, yeah, sure. Okay.
Like, dude, El Lobo from fucking Bullet Train. Fucking.
Yeah, I know who it is. I'm
Yeah,
like, I mean, yeah.
He
he screamed that no really good, so he must have some acting talent.
I mean, he also stood toe-to-toe with Damian Priest a few years ago in San Juan, Puerto Rico in a San Juan street fight. So, yeah, I guess. Sure. Fuck it. Why not? The world's backwards.
We are
and
in that
upside
part of
down.
the world now, I guess.
Time
Oh
is
my
dead and
God.
meaning has no meaning.
It's
No, I'm not
still
going
one of my
full-
favorite lines on that show, to be
Yeah.
honest.
God, we need more. We need more Gravity Falls. It's too addictive. And Jordan Kirby's in the chat. He's over here asking, what, like, hey, why are we raging about the PS5? What's wrong with it? Well,
Oh, you'll see.
you'll
Find out.
You will see very shortly. You will see
Also,
soon.
minor correction there, Jordan Kirby. Not the PS5, the PS5 Pro.
Well, Joe already pretty much spoiled it. Normally, we talk about video games on the Ravens Flock. Because most of the time, even when I like to complain and whine about the state of the industry, we like to say good news about it. Unfortunately, today's topic is slightly more serious on the matter and at the same time increasingly more batshit insane. Because, gentlemen, ladies, I'm a grown-ass man. I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when it's time to let a joke die. And I can admit, with no small amount of regret, that the PS5 actually exists.
Okay, fantastic.
I know.
Well, hang on a minute, Angel. I was going to say, like, it's not a spoiler if we advertise it on our channel what we're talking about.
But
Yeah, I know, but it's called kayfabe. Don't break that shit.
You know what, Angel? It takes a very big man to admit when they're wrong. I know how hard it is because I have to do it all the fucking time, and when I don't, I get to laugh and gloat in everyone's face about it. But I understand, and I'm very proud of you.
Thanks, fam.
That's awesome. How do we reward Angel?
Well, considering the circumstances here, how about we throw you a brand new jar of energy for yourself, Angel? Would you like one?
That would be much appreciated, because as our friends ever so happily like to remind us, this show, and many others, is brought to us by the wonderful folks at Glitch Energy.
Damn right over here. Glitch Energy keeps you running strong all day long with their specially formulated smart energy blend, let you run along with 0 carbs, 0 sugars, 0 calories, and 0 crash. Why is all this not running? Hang on. There's this, and there's that. No, I see.
It lets you run until it doesn't.
And now it does. But what's really great is the fact that Glitch Energy has no shortage of flavor variety. These guys let you choose a whole wide swath and of different flavors. For instance, this past weekend they came out with the brand new Complexity Clutch flavored, inspired by the esports team Team Complexity, and it's sour citrus punch. So I'm getting Hawaiian Punch vibes out of that. I got no issue with that.
Delicious.
Right? And we're definitely going to get something like this over here in the future. And Glitch, we understand that you guys have been very generous and very kind to us over this past year, working with us here at the Ravens Flock. So, the only real $64,000 question left here, when is there going to be a Ravens Flock flavor? We would very much like to help place our name next to your brand, because we've been helping work with Glitch Energy this whole time, and we've been enjoying these guys' stuff. And like, what's the most important part about these guys over here at Glitch, guys? Like, aside from the fact that stuff like their Karen Tears, which is sour grapes flavored, is freaking awesome, and they have a whole bunch of different varieties. What's the most important part about all of this, Angel? Except for the fact.
Well, that's easily the flavor, my friend. Glitch Energy understands that you need more in life than just nutrition, or minerals, or nutrients, or a reason to live and all that useless philosophical nonsense. You need flavor in this life. Alcohol will never reach the heights that it did if there weren't a million bajillion flavors of it, and Glitch understands. And almost every other week they're coming out with new delicious flavors for you to try out. Do you want them for energy? Do you want them for hydration? It doesn't matter. What matters is that if you like any particular delicious flavor of flute and or energy drink, they have it for you. And I am more than happy to say that as of recently, I finished drinking my Blackberry Revive series for extra hydration, and it has not done me wrong. And as usual, we must remind you, if we don't like a product, we will never sell it to you. So give Glitch your money so they can give us kudos, and more importantly, free product. Because Juan got really sad when he got those Karen Tears, and we had to pull him out of the bedroom, and I had to use his favorite treat on a stream.
Angel grabbed a Hershey's Cookies and Cream bar. He tied it next to a Baby Ruth bar, and he tied them up with some rope over here to try to drag me out of my bed. It worked.
It didn't work.
It worked. Don't try me here, dude. And of course, Azay, what's the best way that folks can take advantage of Glitch Energy and our partnership with them right now, Azay?
Well, it's quite simple. One, if they go into glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel, they'll receive a 20% discount on their order. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw their advertisements that if they after a purchase and after they try it out, if they leave a positive review of the product, then they'll
yeah.
Am I not allowed to say?
No.
Okay, if the customer leaves a positive review of the product of Glitch Energy after purchase, they'll receive a 20% discount on their next order.
See?
Nice.
Isn't that right? Kind of strictly speaking, you kind of wouldn't really need to use our discount all the time, but it's nice to have it, and it's nice to always be able to use it. And of course,
yeah, Juancho, please fact check with me through Glitch because I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, I'll double check on that. Where did you get that info, by the way, Jose?
I saw it on my feed on Twitter.
Okay, yeah, if it's on their Twitter, then it's real. Don't worry about it.
We can trust this publicly available information because you can trust Glitch. And more importantly, you can trust us.
You're damn right. So what are you guys waiting for? Head to glitchenergy.com. Use our promo code FlockFuel for 20% off your order. And thanks again to Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens Flock. And yeah, I saw our buddy over here, Struggler, Flock Fuel coming soon. You know what? That may as well be the name of whatever flavor we end up calling it, Flock Fuel, I guess. I don't know. It's not like
It tastes like gasoline and pain.
No, it tastes it tastes like cosplay's stuffy convention panel room that hasn't been ventilated, and grief. Also cinnamon. I don't know why, but there's always cinnamon. I don't know.
The flock must flow.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, no, isn't that like the freaking weird ass theory of of the spice of the Dune universe, the Dune saga, that is really just like hyper cinnamony freaking opiate or something?
The book doesn't specify much. It just tells you that it tastes like the greatest thing you ever tasted in your life. Some people speculate that it tastes like your favorite food, but the faint aftertaste of cinnamon is always there.
Good God. That is, yeah, no, you're right. Oh God, you're right. So yeah, I've got to remember. I had to remember from the last time I'd actually looked into Dune lore. All right. So speaking of looking into lore, let's go ahead and get into this, shall we, folks?
Yes.
It is with great regret that I must inform you, corpos.
Welcome to
you're not wrong.
Cyberpunk 2024, the lamest dystopia you will ever inherit in the history of life. Now, let's get down to brass tacks here. Sony is a company that exists. And it has been known by very reliable sources that they are not very fond of wearing pants. More importantly, because they have decided that, once again, it is time to show everybody their entire ass. As you know, the PlayStation 5 has received a somewhat mixed reception. Not just for its extremely high price tag, but also by the sheer combination of no games, difficult of finding the actual damn PlayStation to begin with, and no games. Aside from the increasingly high graphic requirements and the no games, the combinations of many scalpers' actions have resulted in the actual console itself being both hilariously difficult to find, and once you find it, kind of nonsense to play. Now, this is not to downplay its extreme technical power and prowess, which has surely been proven time and time again, but the point remains that actually getting a PlayStation right now is both expensive and, considering the amount of games that are going to PC, becoming increasingly less useful.
It's redundant.
So Sony decided, it's been, how long, let me check how long it's been since it came out. Let me do some live research here. PS5 release date. The PlayStation 5 came out in November the 12th, 2020. That means that it's been less than half a decade since the release of the Sony Interactive Entertainment System, the Kaiba Core Box. So it's time to do another one. Normally a console lasts for about a decade or so, but the PS5 apparently decided that it was going to live fast, die hard, and leave behind a very square-looking corpse. Because pretty much as of yesterday, we received the big old announcement on a long conference, sparred by Mr. Jeff Keighley himself, of course, the Pope, revealing the PlayStation 5 Pro.
I'm sorry, I'm under the viewpoint of why the fuck do you come out with a Pro when you're gonna end up coming out with the PS6? There literally is no point other than, to money grab.
Well, I
Also,
have you
in
know that
terms of
there's
I
plenty
say
of
this as a
points.
PS5, a PS5 owner. Fuck the Pro. Fuck the Pro. I ain't buying it. Hell no.
Now,
Hey, Angel, timeline question. What the PlayStation 5, that was released in what, 2019 or 2020?
No,
2020. It's barely been
2020.
4
4
years.
years.
November 14th,
Barely 4 years.
2020. It came out after the last year's election. The last election is a.
For the record, the PlayStation 5 Pro is scheduled for the November 7 release. So we're not even waiting for the next year to drop this thing on your lap. It's coming to us in just a few months. And
Who wants to
boy,
bet
oh
that they
boy.
rushed everything? Yeah.
Hey,
No
now,
bet.
I will have you know that we rush nearly everything. Thank you very much. Now,
Everything.
as usual, the usual suspects walked onto stage with their big old fancy suits and their big old music numbers to tell you that, in their own words, the PlayStation 5 has hardware and software designed for super sharp image clarity, high frame rate gameplay, and advanced ray tracing. Good God. Ray tracing has become the equivalent of saying, like, I don't know. It's
Blockchain.
like, yeah. Ray tracing is like the blockchain of game consoles, because I guarantee you 99% of the games in the world don't need that.
And
Now-
100% of all filthy casuals have no clue what the fuck ray tracing is. It's just an added layer that shows light reflection on surfaces. That's it.
That's it.
It's just a
It just makes
very,
shiny
very
surfaces.
fancy reflection thing.
Now, I am the kind of man that believes of seeing both sides of any discussion. And for its record, the presentations that they put there showed some marked difference. I can even go as far as to say that the difference between PS5 and PS5 Pro is like night and day. It genuinely looks good. In fact, I dare say it looks amazing.
Now,
Mark Cerny, the lead architect of the PS5, in the technical presentation, specifically mentioned that they wanted to increase the sharpness of graphics to smoother and more responsive gameplay. Better graphics forever.
now,
And they introduced a bunch of features. Sorry, what you were saying?
oh no, I was actually going to direct folks to some articles that we've got in order to help follow along with all these features.
Oh, please go ahead.
Because, like, Angel, I know you're coming off the dome, but not everyone can read inside your head. And even if we did, I'm pretty sure $10 would say that we would get lost within the first 5 minutes, and you'd have your and then you'd intentionally turn your mindscape into a bad MC Escher painting.
What
I
we're
would
trying to
never
say
do
is,
that.
Angel, what Juan's trying to say is that we got to explain it to an audience that's not well versed in video games.
I will have you know that I will turn at least into a good MC Escher painting.
Okay, sure, fine, I'll give you that. All right, so first, I want just so folks can see what the official line is. I'm showing up everyone yesterday's entry at the PlayStation blog website, where it shows you everyone. Welcome to PlayStation 5 Pro, the most visually impressive way to play games on PlayStation. And yeah, they kept the Seto Kaiba aesthetic, like you said, Angel. Actually,
I'm
no.
sorry, Struggler. You know that knack is a miracle that comes in a blue moon. We ain't never getting another knack again.
Also,
They don't have the knack for it.
Also, I'm showing over here that the PlayStation 5 Pro is now ribbed for her pleasure. Do you see?
That's right. They put ribs on
ribbing
it.
over here. So the little ventilations for the ribbing is there for your convenience. So apparently, like you said, Angel, they're gonna launch it November 7th.
That's right.
The pre-orders are actually going to be available next month, October 10th. I don't know why.
Exactly.
Let's see. So here's their most advanced and innovative console hardware to date. We developed the PS5 Pro with deeply engaged players and game creators in mind, as many have asked for a console that runs even higher fidelity graphics and smoother frame rates in FPS.
More fidelity.
At 60
More
FPS.
graphics.
We achieved-
More.
We achieved this on PS5 Pro with several key performance features. An upgraded GPU, the graphics processing unit. So with PS5 Pro, we upgraded to a GPU that has 67% more compute units than the current PS5 console and 28% faster memory. Overall, this enables up to 45% faster rendering for gameplay, making the experience much smoother. And like you mentioned earlier, the advanced ray tracing, We've added even more powerful ray tracing that provides more dynamic reflection and refraction of light. This allows the rays to be cast at double and at times triple the speeds of the current PS5 console.
God, these rays are so good.
These rays are being traced so damn tasty. And another favorite buzzword that these guys are throwing around, AI-driven upscaling.
Oh, yes, they mentioned that specifically.
God.
They're using this thing
Give us
called...
all the breaks.
They're using this thing called the PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, PSSSR, which uses both AI and machine learning-based technology to upscale and improve how the game looks. According to their quotes, it analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games. Bruh.
Fuck!
In case you're wondering why this PlayStation is 95% fans, now you know why.
Yeesh. No kidding. Other enhancements include PS5 Pro Game Boost, which can apply to more than 8,500 backwards compatible PS4 games playable on PS5 Pro. This feature may stabilize or improve the performance of supported PS4 and PS5 games. Enhanced image quality for PS4 games is also available to improve the resolution on select PS4 games. PS5 Pro will also launch the latest wireless technology, Wi-Fi 7, in territories supporting this standard. VRR and 8K gaming are also included. It's humbling to see how game creators have embraced the latest technology for PS5 Pro, and several games will be patched with free software updates. Yeah, sure. I'll believe it when I see it. Let's
now,
see
you notice that at this point, we reach numbers that go beyond what even the human eye can perceive. But it doesn't matter, because those numbers are not for you and me. Those numbers are for stockholders and investors. Remember that. That is very important.
The fancy pansy schmancy buzzwords are for those guys. We kept the look of the PS5 Pro consistent with the overall PS5 family of products. You'll notice the height is the same as the original PS5 and the width is the same as the current PS5 model to accommodate higher performance specs. Players can add an Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive or swap out console covers when they become available. So what they're saying here is that you see, like, you'll notice over here, you've got the PS5 Pro, but they're saying they didn't make it slimmer or shorter, which has normally been the norm when it came to updated versions of, like, the PS3 and the PS4 and all that. But when it came to PS5, they're like, oh no, it's because we're cramming all this new technology in. I'm like, are you? Then pray tell, where did my disk drive go? Oh,
that's a good question, because you see, the only thing we're going to slim down is your wallet. Somehow, Sony had the brilliant idea of making a machine that has more technology, but at the same time, less features and more cost, because all of this big old bundle of soft and hardware will come off at minimum at $699.99 plus tax.
It's true, folks. It's legitimately true. $700 for a PlayStation 5 Pro. Notice
you do realize that a lot of people are going to look at that price and go, "Oh hell no!"
But wait, there is more. Or as Juan so eloquently put, there's less. Where did the disk drive go, guys?
I was actually trying to.
I said before, guys. Control Alt Delete.
That's exactly what Angel was saying over here. Like, I know that no one can see it from their view on the screen over here, but like in the little corner of the image of the PS5 Pro, vertical stand sold separately. So you can't even prop it up on your own. Number one.
Of course.
Number two.
For the record, the disk drive separately is about $80. And the stand, so this thing can actually stand up vertically, is about $30. So if you put all of that,
a piece of plastic.
Oh yes, but so if you combine the whole thing together, this entire package with no games and exactly one controller would cost you about $800.
Oh my goodness!
Wait! How much? What?
Yeah, the PlayStation itself. No stand, one controller is $699, which is $700. Let's not lie to ourselves. Taxes are there.
Okay.
You still gotta pay another $80 if you want a separate disk drive for it, aka physical
play
discs.
physical medias.
Yeah, and the actual stand needed to prop up this specific model of PlayStation can go somewhere between $20 to $30.
You see this
So
tiny
that's-
little circle, this tiny little plastic see-through circle, this tiny little fucking do-nothing, random-ass, ass-and-ass, plastic-ass, plexi-ass circle. You're telling me that's $30?
Yeah.
Jódete a la mierda con su puta madre, pinchazo.
By the way, just to add more dick on the soup, it is outright confirmed by some comments I'm finding on social media that not every game will have 60 FPS. So all of this fancy smashny technology is not guaranteed to work on PlayStation 5 games. You know why?
Why?
Because when they did their presentation, if you look carefully, the only cinematic cutscenes that they showed you were already released games, and about half of them were PS4 remasters.
Meaning,
we still ain't got no games!
We still don't have a purely exclusive console-only PlayStation 5 game to this date. We're
This company is so cooked.
No, motherfuck. TARDIS has it right. It's like a guy selling you a car, then asks if you want tires with that. Oh my god. Fuck.
My man, they genuinely strolled up to the podium. They took some mad shit. By the way, this happened at 11 a.m.
Yesterday.
They hyped up what is possibly the most expensive game console ever made, threw around a bunch of tech bro terms, got stock footage as proof of how much of an upgrade it is, and they didn't show you a single new game. For comparison, the original PS5 was about $500. So this thing, total, is almost double the price of the original PS5, and it still has no games.
You want to know what's crazy here? Here's something hilarious. Yesterday afternoon, as posted by the Dorito Pope himself, Mr. Jeff Keighley, on his own Twitter, he was trying to actually explain this and justify it to people on his Twitter over here. He's like, here are inflation-adjusted prices for mainline PlayStation consoles since launch. So, he's saying for PS1, the current pricing of it would be equivalent to $611. PS2, $546. PS3, $778. PS4, $538. PS4 Pro, $522. PS5, $606. And PS5 Pro, $699. Would you like to see what our lovely community notes underneath this tweet say?
Yes. What did they say?
PS5 Pro is comparable to PS5 Digital Edition, which is not included in this list. Didn't have the disc drive. PS5 Pro disc drive is $80, so it will be a total of $778.99 for it to be 1-to-1 with the rest of the PlayStation versions on this list. And it lists 3 fucking citations, one from The Verge, one from GameSpot, and one from PlayStation itself.
By the way, in that list, if you look carefully, the cheapest PlayStations were the ones that had actual games. Also, consider
PS4?
the following. We are not done paying money for this shit. This thing is twice the price of a PS3. Do you know what the PS3 had?
Other than the most exhausting and complicated the programming environment ever devised by man, making it difficult and novel for any game studio to develop their games to specifically run on PlayStation 3.
Aside from that,
Blu-ray built in.
No, free internet. Because you think I forgot about the $19.99 PS Plus subscription, motherfucker?
Oh, you're right! Oh my god!
That's right, baby. Put another $30 in that goddamn price tag because we're not done squeezing the life out of you.
That's monthly. Is that the monthly rate or is that the yearly date, Angel?
That is the monthly rate. And yeah, they have officially turned the PlayStation from a gaming brand to an Apple product. This is now a luxury brand. This is not
Screw
done
that.
for
I would
little
rather-
Timmy to
that's
buy on
disappointing.
Christmas.
Yeah.
This
I
is
would
for
rather
somebody that
I
has
would
a
sooner
job
buy a
that pays
Stadia than
paychecks
get
I
that.
wish I could earn.
Fucking seriously, man. Oh my god, I am just terrified.
I would rather waste my
Bro.
money on gotcha games than do this.
At least the gacha will give you something out of this.
Yeah.
By the way, the pre-orders for the PlayStation 5 begin on the 26th of this month. That's right. In just
Wait,
2
I
weeks,
thought-
you can...
Wait, no, I
Yeah,
thought I
26.
thought pre-orders come out in October.
No, September 26th.
What? No, it says
You can start pre-ordering right now.
no, you're right. You're right. It's right there in the update. Yeah, on September 26th, pre-orders will be available directly from PlayStation and at participating retailers in territories where direct.playstation.com isn't available. On October 10th, pre-orders will be available for all other participating retailers. Okay, my mistake. You were right. See, I was wrong. See, it's not that hard, Angel. You can do it too.
Yeah, I know. I can admit to myself the PS5 exists, but it also has no games. Also, allow me to show you this image, which I love this post because this post is the perfect, and I do mean it, the perfect classification of how the stupid pursuit of graphics it's worthless. I put it on the YouTube chat right there.
Oh, in the YouTube chat. Give me a second.
Check that link. This dude by the name of Alex Truk, at Alex Truk, he's shown exactly just how far the pursuit has gone and what the very definition of diminishing returns are. That is what the graphics are turning into right now. You will be able to see every pore of every follicle, of every skin particle on the characters where you play the usual Sony slop, third-person action game drama creator.
Okay,
because remember, all of this talking, all of this showmanship, and not a single new game. Not a single interesting exclusive, not a single worthwhile title that's not going to be seen in a few weeks or years or months.
Just to give you guys an idea, this is a digital bust of Ludwig von Beethoven, right? So, on the right, 60 triangles, then 600, then 6,000, and then 60,000. Notice the difference between 6,000 triangles and 60,000 for the actual construction of the model. It starts becoming a little more negligible. And right underneath, diminishing returns. 15 years ago, even doubling the amount of triangles resulted in a much better mesh. Now, multiplying the amount by 10, it hardly does. So,
yeah,
the sense is made when it comes to that. Like, at some point, there's only so much more like vertices and more surface area and resolution and stuff that you can go on. My camera keeps freezing. There we go. That you can go on at some point where you just can't keep trying to push for it anymore because it doesn't make a difference.
Oh, one more thing that you're going to find hilarious. Look at the model of the PS5. That PS5 is, on the inside, 80 to 90% big fans. It only has one vent on the back.
Okay.
That thing is going to overheat like crazy, my man.
Oh.
Look at the actual model. You think that the ribs were like maybe hollow areas where the air can come out? No, that's just there for aesthetics, apparently.
Wait, no,
the
you're kidding.
Yeah,
are still in the back.
Yeah,
Oh my God, you're
it's for
right.
aesthetics. And also, did you know that that collects a shit ton of dust? Trust me, I actually had to pop off my covers and actually clean it. I'm like, I did not know there was this much dust in here. Oh my God.
Yeah, this thing is
It's
both.
crazy.
It feels like it's something made specifically for people who are willing to throw away the money just to upgrade. It feels like they're getting ahead of the scalpers by just selling that at a premium already. Like here it is, $700. Drop that shit, little man. And you just know that halfway through its life cycle, they will drop the price down and people will act like it's actually a good thing.
Dear God, this is freaking terrible.
Because of course they will.
All right,
Because of course they will.
So just to summarize right off the bat, also, hey up, Mr. Quake, welcome to the Black Files. And I saw the Joseph Santos on here earlier saying, thanks to Glitch Energy, Jose was able to pack away 100 crunch bars, candy bars with energy to spare and no crash. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's
let me see.
bulking. He's gonna start lifting giant. Next thing you know, he's gonna start lifting weights with those giant 3-pound bars of peanut butter, and then you'll all be sorry.
You know what? Bet. Sure. Why not? See, that way Jose can reward himself afterwards. Like, I need a quick protein intake, and peanut butter is a very high source of protein. Nom nom nom. It'd be fun. Let me see here.
Man,
Literally
man.
5 days. So it's a game. Let me see here. I'm checking out the rest of the
I
chat.
know, from just judging from the information that we've read, like this is just it's not worth the money. I would sooner buy an Xbox Series X, like the Xbox fridge, than I would buy this.
Let me
You're
check
not
something
wrong.
real quick.
Oh my god.
Let me check something real
Yeah,
Yeah,
quick
one. You
because
remember
I
the
need to
fridge
know.
Xbox, don't you?
You mean the one that's still around? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ribbed for her
So-
pleasure. My ribs are hurting with their sex talk. Yaha.
Where is this information?
And if you act now,
Hang
you
on.
can get
I'm,
a set
I'm
of
checking
steak.
something.
Oh my god, what the fuck, TARDIS? And if you act now, you can get a set of steak knives and a packet of Kool-Aid. Sex and PS5
So-
sounds like a category on OnlyFans. Thank you, TARDIS. Thank you very much for that.
Let's see. So somebody tried to compile a list of how many actual PS5 exclusives are there that are genuinely nowhere else. And so far they have Astro's Playroom, Demon's Souls, which is a remake of a PS3 game, Destruction's All-Star that nobody played, Final Fantasy 16 that is going to PC, Spider-Man 2, which is going to PC, Last of Us 2 Remaster, which is probably already on PC, and upcoming releases and recent releases are Final Fantasy Rebirth, which is going to PC, Rise of the Ronin, and Stellar Blade, which was already confirmed is going to PC. So the original PS5 already has less than a handful of exclusives, and the good ones in that list are going to PC. What is the PS5 Pro going to do? What is even the point of having that thing right now?
Well, here's the thing. Most of the time for PC, you want to have a really, really good PC, and PCs can get expensive. So you can't shoot people for wanting to have consoles if they can't afford to build a shit ton of, like a really big powerhouse PC.
That I understand.
You
and I wholeheartedly
have
agree.
to understand that, right?
I do, but here's the thing.
Especially
if I
with
cannot afford a
people
PC,
who want just laptops, and laptops can only do so much.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Mhm.
If I spend my $500 to get me a PS5, why would I spend close as twice as much to get another slightly prettier looking PS5? 'Cause
Well, that's the thing,
if
you
I
don't.
got that much money to burn, I might as well start saving for a PC, don't you think?
You know?
Yeah, that brings me back to what I just said before. I have a PS5 already. I have even with the PS4 when it came out with the Pro and the Slim, I didn't go for them because I already had one. Who cares if it's thinner? Who cares if it's Pro and it gets better graphics? Okay, well I already spent a shit ton on a console. I'm not going to upgrade already.
Exactly.
You
There's
know,
no point.
Funny.
Yeah, like
y'all-
unless they want to go further and go into freaking VR, and we already know our opinions on VR.
Too expensive.
VR
Don't worth the
has a
time.
ways to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
For the record, the PlayStation 5 has sold a total of 60.16 million units in 44 months. This is actually a ridiculously high number and a spectacular success compared to anything not called the Switch. So people did pay out the nose for PS5, but I'm sorry, I do not see that much people forking over that much. Oh, that's right. PS5 also came out during, what was it? Wasn't that like the advent of COVID-19?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
people
right.
had to stay at home. They had no choice but to get the shiny new console
It's
because many avenues of entertainment were closed. That big bubble of tech growth that was COVID-19 is not around anymore. And I get the feeling that they are genuinely banking on getting another big wave of success. But they got nothing. They set up a big fancy table with the most beautiful cutlery I ever seen, but where is the damn food?
You know something, Angel? The way you described the way you timeline, it sounds very familiar to an article that I sent Juan a half hour ago from IGN.
I have
Oh.
that article pulled up, Jose, and I'm gonna show that article in a moment. But I want to go back to something y'all were talking about that you might as well try to get set up with a freaking PC. It's funny you should mention that, because
no.
I've got an article from Men's Journal's Pursuits Entertainment that specifically says, headline on it reads, "How to Build a PS5 Pro Equivalent Gaming PC." This was put out today, just 12 hours ago, 10:32
Okay,
a.m.
Jesus. The jokes are just writing
By
themselves.
Rahul Majumdar. So thank you to this guy. Okay, Okay, PS5 Pro is an expensive console, but it's not that tough to build a PC that can beat it. Let's see. Here's where things get tricky. The PS5 Pro uses an AMD GPU based on the RDNA 3 architecture, but some features are derived from the upcoming RDNA 4 GPUs, which don't exist in the PC space. While plenty of graphics cards can match or even exceed the raw GPU power of the PS5 Pro, none currently support those next-gen features. So they're saying, like, okay, we're working on a little bit of a handicap, but here's how you can actually freaking build it.
Something tells me if I look at the comparison of the graphics, I will barely notice a difference.
Take a look at the
Just a
actual... Wait, serious fuckingly? Look, these are the actual specifications that you would need. For the PS5 Pro, the CPU on it is an AMD Zen 2 8-core 16-thread processor. The equivalent for that would be the AMD Ryzen 5 5600X 6-core 12-thread processor. So if you go along with that, you've got the AMD RDNA 3-based graphics processor unit, and for your PC build, you can get an AMD Radeon RX 7800 XT or an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 Super. For the memory, these guys apparently, the PS5 Pro apparently only runs on 16 gigs of RAM. So, obviously, you would only need 16 gigs of RAM there and 2 terabyte storage. Like, that's all you would fucking need. And if you're comparing
I have
prices,
that much on my PC by accident.
And apparently what they're comparing in terms of pricing here is comparable over here. It only comes up to the margins of the PS5 Pro just by about $170 over here. Like, see, take a look. The total cost of the PC, excluding the operating system, crosses $700 by a small margin, coming in at $873 if you're using the cheaper NVIDIA graphics processor unit. With the AMD graphics processor, that shoots it up to $973. If you're buying Windows 11 on top, add another $100, and adding peripherals, monitor, etc. for completely new builds can easily take the price over $1,000. So, on the one hand, you've got, like, okay, the specs for this new PS5 Pro aren't all that in a bag of chips. But it is still $300 cheaper than if you were to build a PC that would match or beat it. On the other hand, you can do a fuckload more with a PC that's strong.
Yeah. For the record, the PC that I obtained costed me about $1,500 to $1,700. It took me about 2 or 3 months of just saving my money and being very frugal to get my hands on it. I forgot when I got the PC. It's been almost half a decade, I think.
Angel,
and to this day, sorry, what?
I'm sorry, Angel. I know this is a sensitive subject for you because, like you said, you were scraping and you were being real frugal. Is that why there were so many headless mice the last time I was over at your place?
Listen, when
Jesus,
things
boy.
get rough, you gotta fight for your food. And if somebody comes to take your food, remember the words of Lelouch v. Britannia? Those who are willing to eat should be ready to be eaten themselves. Kind of like that.
I thought those were your freaking cat's meals.
Oh, no. She goes outside and she kills the other cats.
That's terrible!
Wow.
No, that's nature. Rules of nature, one might call them.
Oh, dear God. Sorry,
But I
go on.
digress. I bought that PC about half a decade ago. I am completely and utterly stupid when it comes to computers and technology. I am not ashamed to admit it. I don't know jack shit. I specifically got a professional to help me assemble this thing piece by piece. And it was fairly expensive at the time, like really hit my wallet. But I will most likely not have to update this thing for the next decade or so. And I have access. Sorry, go ahead.
So it's pretty much future-proof.
It is borderline future-proof. Maybe in the future I'll get like more memory or maybe a better graphics card, but that will not be as expensive as this. In exchange for that PC, I get, well, all of the benefits of having a high-end, high-speed computer for my everyday life, but I also have access to every single generation of video games you can imagine. Legally, and not so legally, I can have access to every library of almost every game out there, unless they are purposely going out of my way for me to get my hands on them legally or not so legally. The point is, with very easy clicks, I can get my hands on what I want. Everything that the PlayStation 5 could offer me is right here. Now, mind you, it does not take away, it does never take away the beauty of a physical copy. I still have many of my old consoles, and I don't plan to get rid of them anytime ever. And I will never fault the beauty of a physical copy. But the point is, if I'm looking for accessibility, for the price that I am getting, I will never waste a cent of my money on a PS5 or a PS5 Pro because I don't have to. And more importantly, they have made sure that I will never have a reason to.
Basically because of how restrictive and psychotic the gaming industry has gotten with their lack of exclusivity and lack of incentive towards game preservation or just proliferation of the game products themselves. Because these guys are forgetting, these are video games. These are meant to be shared and these are meant to be fun. If they're cross-platform play, all the better. If you want to bank on your console being popular or being cool, you need some kind of exclusive over here. It's the bad joke that they had ages ago with like the console war mascots. You've got Mario is the mascot of Nintendo. Master Chief is mascot of Xbox. Back when the Dreamcast was around, it's a Sega Dreamcast. Sonic is your mascot there. Who's the mascot for the PlayStation brand?
Right now, the closest thing we got is the Astrobot.
The Astrobot's a close thing. Yeah, no. Remember,
it was supposed to be the little sock dude from Little Big Planet. You remember that?
Nope,
right,
replaced.
that was a decade ago.
That was for the PS3, but the PS3 died and the PS4 had no mascot. So we have to make one, which is the Astrobot. And there is something both beautiful and insidious about that game. For the record, the game is good. It's a fantastic, fun little platformer, but it is filled to the brim with shout-outs to PlayStation's properties, including the countless Maria of the Clock Tower, and I felt a stab to my heart. Like, this is the Space Jam 2 of video games, isn't it?
Oh, man. Also, hang on. Our shit's freezing again. Hang on, Angel.
Oh, no.
Wait. Yeah, no, it's the browser. It's the.
I guess we better buy that PS5 so we can put ray tracing on the fucking stream.
How about no?
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that because that's dumber than a box of rocks, and that is like 19 different fucking ways how stupid that line was. So I'm going to ignore what you just said, and because I want to think better of you. Also, hi there, Moondragon. Welcome to the Black Files.
Hello, welcome back.
Let's see here. Sarah Serendi saying, like, why not, instead of making new consoles, how about remastering and restoring games to work on the new consoles? That'd be fucking
right.
Yeah.
They did that a few
People
times.
have been asking.
Okay, you guys know with the PlayStation Plus and everything, they had the ones from, PS2, PS3 and stuff.
The classics.
And people went nuts over them because, oh my gosh,
Yep.
I can play those old games. Holy crap, yes.
I know.
Because
Imagine if this console was
will
announced with
sell.
backwards compatibility for everything.
Yeah,
Imagine.
but those were sell. I want to play old games because not only the nostalgia, but some of the games were freaking amazing, right?
And they were actually hard.
Yeah. For the record, when you actually compare the PS5 with the PS5 Pro, the difference is genuinely marginal. Like, unless you are going out of your way to look for the differences, you will have no reason to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Didn't they
Ironically,
show
this might make
a
remaining
side-by-side?
PS5 slightly cheaper and easier to obtain. Ironically enough.
Yeah, but didn't they do like a side-by-side with the graphics?
Yeah, and they do look
Yeah,
better.
I didn't, from a glance, I was like, what's the difference?
It loads 0.1% faster.
Like,
Wow. No, I'm sorry. That's not even worth it.
The graphics
That's not
look
worth it at
5% better. It loads 1% faster. It has 100% less games.
now give them,
I can't get
give
over
them
this.
more money.
No.
No, like
They
here's
4chan
already charge
went
too much
crazy
just
with
for the
this.
fucking
Consoles.
controllers.
Yeah, no, like 80
It's
bucks
ridiculous.
for the controllers or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. How much are the controllers for the
Wait.
PS5 again?
There was
60
a price
bucks?
hike for all the PS5 controllers.
Yeah, and they didn't say exactly why.
$5.
Oh, yeah, let me check that real quick.
Yeah.
While
Thanks,
we're
I
at
thought I
that,
sent it in
like
chat.
that's another thing that y'all reminded me of over here, and what Sarah Serendi brought up over here with like, why don't we just remaster? Like, I would love nothing fucking more than to see like some of the classic PS3 games come up to like PS4 and PS5 where you could just fucking download and play it.
Yes.
It'd be fucking beautiful. But like I mentioned earlier, remember when we were talking about the PlayStation 3 and I threw out that big, long, complicated blah, blah, blah? What I'm talking about is that the actual operating system for operating the PlayStation 3 is so convoluted and so unintuitive that building games for PlayStation 3s was a fucking miracle in and of itself. Case in point, Asura's Wrath and Metal Gear Solid 4. Those, you will never be able to see them ported over like PS4 or PS5 ever.
Not happening.
Because those were PS3 exclusives. They designed the games to operate on that janky-ass, weird, cobblestoned, $600 Blu-ray monolith Spider-Man 3 console. Yeah,
It
I
was a
remember these
clusterfuck.
games. What's up?
Oh, for the record, this is more of an insidious thing, but when I was looking at the thing for the PlayStation controller increase, we don't get to see why they increased the price. It's very clearly that the reason is greed. But apparently, the PlayStation 4 controller is almost 90% identical to the PS5 controller. But because it's missing a couple of key features that are genuinely not that important, PS4 controllers, despite being like 99% identical to the PS5 controller, they do not work. Specifically to make you buy more controllers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bro, it is so Jover. It has never been more Jover than it is now. And it is fascinating how they generally walked onto the stage, just pulled their pants down and mooned the entire crowd and still had people applauding. I swear to God, they genuinely run on the logic of these morons will buy anything. This, you know what? This is the best description for this YouTube comment. PlayStation 5 Shareholder Edition.
Yeah, no. Juancho, you okay over there?
First off, what?
Oh yeah, I forgot. The
second-
HDMI cables
No!
are sold separately too.
What's so separately?
The HDMI cable.
What?
Wow.
Why?
To be fair though, it's just an HDMI. If you have
It's just
one, you
a
can just
fucking
use another
HDMI
one.
cable.
So it doesn't
Those
matter.
motherfuckers are like $10 at like a fucking Walmart or whatever. You mean to tell me that these fuckers can't spare a $10 fucking ass cable? You idiots!
I love the
Y-
fact
did
that the
you-
logo of PlayStation 5 is play has no limits. Well, turns out that it does in fact have a shit ton of limits.
Yeah, the limit is
Yeah.
called We Have No Games and Fuck You.
Also,
Oh.
didn't they so you need to buy the disc thing separately, right?
Yep. It's its
Yes,
Do you
the
know what's
disc
all
drive.
sold out right now? Do you know what's all sold out right now?
Disc drives.
Yeah.
Oh,
From Sony.
let's not forget.
Yeah.
How much
Who do you
space do
think
you
bought
say
them?
that the PS5 has? The PS Pro ones?
2
How
terabytes.
much space? 2 terabytes. Okay. How
Okay, you
many
can easily
of
just
those?
buy one.
How many of those graphically bloated? Like, let's not forget that space. About like half of that is for games if you're lucky. How many of these quadruple A graphically bloated games can you put inside a PS5?
Do we have one that is like what is a game that would literally be like completely bloated?
Pathfinder?
Let's see here.
Wait, let me
what
go
about Horizon?
let me go on my PS5 and see what my largest one is. 1 second.
Go ahead, take your time.
Like, isn't it Horizon?
Any
Not
D&D
Zero
game.
Dawn.
Yeah, because they make a big deal about the fact that with 2 terabytes, you could fit between 40 to 50 games. But I know for a fact these games are bigger than that.
You know what else you could fit 40 to 50 games on?
What?
Discs.
Huh.
Blu-ray discs. And
Good
you know where you can
question.
fit those discs on? In a cabinet.
Where, Morty?
You can fit them in a cabinet, Morty. You see this? We used to be a proper society, but now our PlayStations have to have separate disc drives, Morty. And it's $79.99,
And don't forget,
Morty.
a chunk of that data will be used for the updates and the DLCs
Update my happy
and the
dick.
memory and the battle passes and all the other shit that you gotta put in the game. Like, they're telling you have all this space on the house, but they don't mention where all the furniture is gonna go, and that makes me feel sus.
Okay, guys.
That's because they're
so
counting all the space in the ceiling.
You guys want to know the ones that have the most?
Okay.
Like most of my Assassin's Creeds, I kind of put onto my other storage. But currently, let me aim this so I can actually see. Genshin is at 115.3 gigabytes. And climbing. Final Fantasy 14 Online is 74.81 gigabytes.
I'm still amazed how
climbing.
small that is by comparison.
I know. 1 second. Scrolling up. Final Fantasy 16 is 90.3 gigabytes. Honkai Star Rail is 70.57 gigabytes. I had to move so many things onto my my extended
External hard
storage,
drive.
which is by the way 2 terabytes, and I only have 64.64 gigabytes left.
Allow me to offer a small point of comparison. The newer games are getting bigger, and despite their content, their sizes are not reducing or compressing. The most recent release of Song Wukong Black Myth, let me find that for you real quick.
Yes,
And apparently it's a pretty good game. I gotta get my hands on that. Let's check that out. That game is 104 gigabytes.
Yep.
And approximately 130 gigabytes available space will be needed to install the whole thing plus updates. Meanwhile, Space Marine 2, which just came out recently, by the way, apparently, pretty fantastic game, is only 75 gigabytes because the single-player campaign is fairly small. But we already have games that are breaking the 100 cap here, and they're just going to get bigger and fancier and cuter as we go on. And on top of the available space, you will also need the installation space. That space is going to run out quickly. And this much money for that little space, I'm not feeling very confident on that. You know what I'm saying?
I have another thing to compare. So, you know how expensive, how big Assassin's Creeds can get, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Currently, my biggest Assassin's Creed is Assassin's Creed Origins, which is 125.4 gigabytes, and that is on my extended storage.
Yeah.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
It's insane how, okay, so in Final Fantasy VII Remake is 90.36 gigabytes. And then Mass Effect Legendary Edition is 85.10 gigabytes. People forget how much that adds up to when you have all your favorite games. And then you're like, I have no more storage left.
Oh, by the way, the upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows is 100 gigabytes. It just piles up more and more.
Oh
See,
my
she
God.
already ran out of room.
Zayana, you're gonna have to delete a game or two in order to play Assassin's Creed.
Jesse.
Oh no, you gotta.
Okay, guys. Red Dead Redemption 2 is 110.9. Elder Scrolls Online currently is 105.3, but that's without any of the upgrades. So
yeah, remember, $700.
Guys, I should be fine. I have 145.6 gigabytes on my normal storage. I should be
fine.
Should be 14.
Until the next quadruple X video game.
Let me just put it to you guys this way over here. The standard PS4, PS5 Blu-ray discs that they put the games physically on, if you're lucky, runs with about 100 gigs of space in them. Okay? Would you like to know what, I know Angel already knows the answer to this, but just to give you guys an idea, since we're playing Shad Owl the Hedgehog on...
Yeah!
You're gonna love this. We're playing that on the copy of the Nintendo GameCube copy that Zayana and Dragonfang brought up. We're playing it on our first generation Nintendo Wii in order for you guys to watch us on Los Amigos play. To give you guys a comparison, the GameCube disc sizes maxed out 1.6 gigs of space. Nintendo Wii between 4.7 and 8.54 gigs of space, and the Wii U 25 gigs of space. And those were all DVD. Those were all fucking DVD tech, not even Blu-ray tech. Actually, no, my mistake. The Wii U was Blu-ray tech.
For the record, Okami, one of the most beautiful games I ever played, is 4.3 gigabytes. That game is like 60 hours long.
Do you guys have any
And
fucking idea?
it's one of the best games fucking ever. It is absolutely beautiful.
I want to remake
Okay.
Okami down.
Okay, look,
Also, on PC, Okami
I
only
want to
takes
tell you guys.
2
I want to
gigabytes.
tell you guys
Sorry, go ahead.
that Okami is actually the first ever game that Sis and I have bought on every single system we've owned.
Yep.
And that's saying something.
Oh my god, it's
It
your
is
Skyrim.
that good of game. It is that good of a
Okami-
game. I haven't bought Skyrim that much. I've only had it on PS4 and PC. That's it. But I've had Okami on every single PlayStation, and also the what was it? The 3D Nintendo
The 3DS?
3D.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
3DS, I
3DS.
think it was.
That's Okami.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
want Okami.
so we've literally bought this game every single time it was released on a new console. So yeah, I'll let that speak for itself.
Like I only said that it's your Skyrim because K-Storm, she's got copies of Skyrim on almost every console we've got out here.
Yes.
Skyrim is better with mods.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
no, that's
it
why she's
is.
putting it on her Xbox One with full mods on there like crazy.
Skyrim isn't better with
Yeah.
mods. Skyrim is playable with mods.
Yes.
Yes.
There's that too.
Preach.
Preach. And just to bring back what Jose was wanting to mention earlier over here, this article from IGN that he shared. Give me a minute. I'm trying to get it to pull back up. Where are you? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
While you're looking for
I got
that,
it. No, I got it. Here,
allow me to clarify one small thing.
you go ahead.
Starfield is 125 gigabytes.
Yep.
The fuck?
Think about that for a
Yeah.
second.
No.
Wow.
All this procedural generation, it takes a huge amount of space and resources to cobble together the most boring planets in the universe.
Freaking TARDIS in the chat is saying like
No
do we
Man's
s-
Sky
no,
is.
You guys are gonna love this. Sorry, no. TARDIS in the chat. He's saying, do we still rely on Duke Energy to power the PS5 Pro, or do you have to purchase a fusion drive from PlayStation?
For the record, No Man's Sky is only 15 gigabytes.
Wow.
That's all it takes, because the rest of it is basically a game that runs on servers. That's all you need for available space. 15 gigabytes.
So,
I
so
want
how
you guys
much
to
is Doom?
understand how
How
ridiculous
much
it
is
is.
the latest Doom then?
Oh, which one? Doom Eternal?
The latest one.
Yeah, Doom
The
Eternal.
latest.
You know how
Doom.
people can say that you can play Doom on anything?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
for the record, the most recent Doom is 50 gigabytes, which is a fairly reasonable size. The
Mhm.
original Doom, however, is 2.39 megabytes.
Oh my
The record-
god!
That is like a fingernail compared to your whole arm in size.
Yeah.
And not
Wow.
We don't need size to make good games, but the corpos have become obsessed with the idea
They like
that
to bloat.
graphical
They
fidelity
like to bloat
is the
it.
only thing that matters. And they don't know how to optimize shit. So we are
Nope.
putting up with some of the worst optimization that is throttling performance, not to mention all their DRM and anti-cheat measures.
There's
that make
mods to
everything
fix that.
I'm so poor. I still have my original Wii and still play games on it. So do we, TARDIS. So do we.
Hey,
I mean, when
that
you
stuff
have
doesn't have to do
good
with porn, it has
games-
to do with good stuff.
Right?
Well, yeah, if you have good games and you have a system that still works, then why should you try and upgrade when
If
know.
they're not offering anything.
It doesn't help
like
that the remakes don't even get it right. Like the most recent one, plays Persona 3 Reload or whatever. I watched it. It looks prettier, but it genuinely lacks the atmosphere that the original PS2 release had.
Aw.
They also fucked up a couple of the music remixes. Come on, guys. Jesus Christ.
Let's see here. Sarah
Oh.
Serendi's got a good one, a good zinger. Instead of flying cards and transporter portals, we're getting separate disk drives.
Separate disk drives.
This is the worst
We're gonna
future
sell
ever.
you the future piece by piece.
And the Joseph Santos, this is why I am about done buying video games. Prices go up, quality usually doesn't. The Mortal Kombat 1 expansion is $60, and all we're getting are 7 new characters and a lot of cinematics. I'm done with it. I don't blame you.
For the record, Mortal Kombat 1 is... No, that is not the one I was talking about. That is not the one I meant. It's 140 gigabytes without expansion, by the way. This is a fighting game of all things.
You're fucking kidding.
Yeah. No, wait. I forgot. It's 140 of storage plus another 8 of RAM you need.
Jeez.
They never mentioned the RAM requirements.
So you can't do shit else with, if you're running that game. Go figure.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I got the article that Jose sent us. Thank you, Jose. Also, I could tell that you're being quiet. Are you all right?
No. I'm good. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
He's just listening.
He's listening intently. Okay, so here's the IGN article Jose shared over here. PS5 Pro at $700. Lack of competition made it an easier decision for Sony to run with a higher price. So
yeah, no surprises there.
Yeah, this is by Wesley in Pool, and this came up today at 5 in the afternoon. All
Thank you, Mr. Poole.
Perhaps the biggest talking point from the PS5 Pro reveal is its price. It's set at $700 and without a disc drive or a stand. The PS5 Pro has sparked vociferous debate online about whether Sony is justified in setting up such a high price for the mid-gen upgrade. IGN readers have already had their say on the PS5 Pro's $700 cost, but what's enabling Sony to be so bold with its pricing? Here's the fucking poll that they came out with. Will you buy an IGN? The IGN. Will you buy a PS5 Pro? 48,415 votes in, and with 85.7% saying no.
Oh shit!
Wait,
wow.
Is that still hot? Is that the? Oh no, that's just an image. My bad. Yeah, no, fucking hell.
Wow. I have my doubts that people would still fork hand over fist for this crap, but. What do you know? We might see a dramatic change on the horizon.
According to you're right, Angel. But here's hoping that it's a change that gets these guys to fucking wake up. I mean, didn't we get the awesome fucking like these are the fucking guys who gave us the how to share your PS4 games. Here you go. The end.
Why did they not learn anything from their success? I don't get it. You succeed beyond your wildest dreams, and then you proceed to do the exact opposite that got you there. What the fuck?
No, you're not wrong. Let's see here. I'll continue the article. According to one prominent analyst, there are a number of factors that have contributed to Sony going for $700 and relatively even higher in Europe and Japan. Piers Harding Rolls, games industry analyst at Ampere, said the PS5 Pro's pricing reflects Sony's adjusted strategy to protect its margin. That is, it's unwilling to sell consoles at a loss. Supply chain inflation and, crucially, quote, a lack of direct competitor to its mid-cycle upgrade compared to last generation, where Microsoft was preparing the Xbox One X. The lack of competition means it's an easier decision for Sony to run with a higher price point to protect its existing margins. Harding Rolls added, for most prospective PS5 consumers, the standard edition will represent the value sweet spot. It's still fucking pricey at the fucking rate that it's going now. Let's see here. It's worth digging into this point. During the last generation, Microsoft took on Sony's dominant PS4 with a number of Xbox One variants, including the more powerful Xbox One X. Back in 2017, when the Xbox One X launched and the PS4 Pro, already a year old, Microsoft sold it to consumers as the world's most powerful console, with 40% more power than any other console on the market at the time. Xbox One X is where console gamers can play the best version of games, Microsoft added. To their credit, yeah, it works. Yeah, okay. The lack of competition means it's an easier decision. Fucking idiots. This time around, with the Xbox Series X and S floundering, the PS5 outselling its rivals significantly across most markets, and no mid-gen upgrade from Microsoft in sight, Sony is in a different position. When it comes to the so-called console war, the PlayStation is miles ahead of Xbox, and the PS5 Pro will launch unchallenged. So as Harding Rolls notes, there is no pressure on Sony to undercut its competition because there is no competition. The price point of the PS5 Pro will inevitably cause a lot of commentary, he said. Yeah, no shit. Look at what we're doing here tonight. The price point differential between the PS5 and PS5 Pro is between 40 to 50%, which is significantly more than the differential between the PS4 and PS4 Pro at launch. In the US, PS4 Pro launched at $399, and the slim PS4 was $299 at the time, a 33% differential. Additionally, the slim PS4 had a retail price of $299, having dropped from the original PS4 launch price of $399. The point was echoed by GameIndustry.biz chief Chris Dring. Quote, PS5 Pro targets a very specific audience. I don't expect
rich.
Yeah, rich and stupid. I don't expect it to move the needle for the console space this year, although there will be some PS4 users waiting for the Pro model to upgrade. The price is high, but the lack of competition means Sony can protect its sales margin. So, translation, greed. Like Jose said, greed. That's all this fucking is.
I know they're talking about lack of competition, but Nintendo has the opportunity to do the funniest thing in the world. All they gotta do is announce a Switch 2 with 3 times the amount of games and nearly half the price, and they got this bitch in the bag.
Yeah, they will.
Like, just
also, let's not forget, while this is happening, Steam continues to win by doing absolutely nothing.
You mean the Steam Deck, and for folks who like the handheld hybrid console that the Steam Deck comes out, or are you just talking
that is part of Steam, and I mean like Steam in general continues to win by doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, they're just doing what they're doing. Like they're just sticking to what got them to the dance.
That's
oh God, you're right. Oh my God, you're absolutely right. So yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. Like, Steam isn't doing jack shit, and they're still ahead of the curve. So yeah, PC Master Race, you can go ahead and preen your feathers all you want, Angel. Go ahead.
Yes. Unfortunately, I cannot make the peacock cry, so just imagine it in your head with like a Spanish accent. El Ca.
El Ca.
El Ca.
By the way,
Okay,
let us not
before
forget,
I continue,
this comes right after the Concord mess. You know, just another nail in that coffin.
Real quick. Sarah Serendi, reason why I want my Xbox: Alice Madness Returns, Fable 2, Fable 3, Eternal Sonata, Soul Calibur, Tekken, Dante's Inferno, and all the DLC shit with it. Best Tekken fighters: Julia Chang and Huarang. Okay, cool. Fighting games should never be full priced. No, they shouldn't. OMFG, Daryl Dixon is coming to Call of Duty. Oh no. Now Sarah Serendi has to buy a Call of Duty. And Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, by the way, thank you very much for the $5 super chat!
Hey.
Thank you for your continuing support over here. And Sarah Serendi also dropping a $10 super chat!
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, we got a twofer.
Much appreciated.
Let me take a look
Legend
here.
of the Traveling Part says, all I'm saying is, if I pay any more for gaming, next time I play Mortal Kombat, Robin Cho needs to come to my house and perform a bicycle.
Yo, that'd be fucking awesome. And Sarah Serendi is right. Sony is getting very greedy. No,
they are.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Y'all were Jose. You mentioned Concord. You and Angel mentioned Concord here, right?
Well,
that's right.
Angel did, not me.
Yes, let us not forget, this came running out right on the schemes of Concord, which took 8 years, $200 million, and died in over a week. And for a brief, small second, it looked like they were going to bounce back with Astrobot, and then they dropped this shit right in front of you. It's like breaking my hand, putting it on a splint, and then breaking my kneecaps.
Oh my God, that's fucking terrible. Like,
I mean, you're not wrong.
I wish I was.
Like, you'll be feeling better in no time. I'm sure you'll be able to walk again. What do you mean walk again? My legs are fine. Are they?
No, unfortunately, they are selling me new kneecaps for $800 each.
$800 each, plus installation,
plus installation,
plus the protection plan, which you have to renew every year.
Yeah, it's against the arthritis.
Yeah, and don't forget the lubricant juice kit. You don't get cartilage anymore. It comes with a lubricant juice kit with a non-organic plasma-based fluid that is used to lubricate the knee. You have to inject it into yourself every 4 hours. Otherwise, it seizes and rusts inside your body. Would you like to know what rust inside your body looks like? Would you like to find out?
You do realize you
Buy
just
your
described
Sony PlayStation kneecap today.
We're Sony. Fuck your
Your
knees.
knees.
Also, you just described one of the plot points of the Deus Ex games, beat by beat.
Wait,
You
seriously?
have no idea how cyberpunk dystopia you just got right now.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god. Wait, which Deus Ex game?
The original Deus Ex game,
Oh,
one of the big plot
original-
points is the fact that the big cure against like cybernetic rejection doesn't actually work.
Oh fuck, you're right. I remember that now. I'm so old. God almighty.
And for the record, my PC does cost more than a PS5, but that is because it can do way more than a PS5. Also, it doesn't charge me for my internet. Also, it doesn't charge me more for my games than I should. Also, it has better connection than my PlayStation.
Fucking
Remember the days, you know what? Dragon fan, you will remember this. The early days of Monster Hunter World. The amount of times we tried to play that shit on the PS4.
You carrying me?
And the amount of connection drops. And the amount of connection dropping was legendary. I have the error message code imprinted in my brain. Meanwhile, I play Monster Hunter World on PC. I have had exactly 2 disconnections in 597 hours of play.
Oof.
I know,
Oh my
that's
God.
way too few hours. I gotta get back in there.
I'm so sorry. God, that's painful.
Yeah,
Only
like when I pay for the
2.
PC, at least I'm
Woe
getting
is
something that's
me.
worth my money.
God.
At least when I pay for a PC, I get my money's worth. If I pay for a PS5, I'm not. Because, guys, let's not forget, we are mentioning a lot of its flaws, but it still circles around the biggest point. Where are the games?
Like you counted them off on your on your hands. What was it? The line from fucking Blade Runner 2049, and we were only able to visit 9 planets.
Yeah.
9.
Pretty
A
much.
child can count to 9 with their
9.
fingers.
Oh, wow. Is this horse made of wood? With this much money, you could buy a real PS5.
Oh my god, no! Oh fuck!
That scene of Ryan Gosling just losing his fucking shit, that's when the girl tells him, sorry, the new PS5 doesn't have games either. He just loses his
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god, we're fucked. This is the most dystopic freaking greedflation motherfuckering of a console announcement I've seen in like the longest fucking time. It hasn't been since like I don't remember this much discourse around the price of the console, let alone its value, since the PS3 originally came out. You remember back in the day when $600 was the cap of it? So apparently
Yep.
PlayStation said bet.
For the record, PlayStation 2 had a lifespan of 12 years. PlayStation 3 had a lifespan of, how much is this? 11 years. PlayStation 4 had a lifespan of 5 years. Oh, wait, hang on. No, that is how much the machine usually lasts. What was the actual long thing? Come on, give me a break here. Give me a second. I'm trying to look into this. Life cycle. There. The life cycle of the PlayStation console, well, it was basically about 10 years. And the PlayStation 5... Oh, yeah, no, sorry. PS4, 11 years. And the PlayStation 5 did not even last 4 years before being replaced by a more expensive PlayStation 5 that somehow has less actual pieces and features than the original PlayStation. And let's not forget how the library has been getting increasingly smaller as the years go by.
Like, I'm just trying to figure
It's
out
bad.
like, what's the value of the PlayStation 5? Because at this point, we're not making the console war do anything. It doesn't do fucking squat for us anymore. There's no point when you have crossplay and cross-platform availability for 90% of these games, and Nintendo too. But like, at the same time, what's the big deal? Why should...
The big deal is that Legendary of Traveling Pants dropped another $5 super chat.
What? The fuck?
As
Holy
he's about to
shit,
go.
TARDIS!
I mean, that is a big deal.
Tortoise, thank you so much for
Thanks,
that.
bro.
He's saying over here, gotta run, but happy to say, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS has not crossed one but two YouTube milestones on Star Trek Day. Don't forget to subscribe to the Ravens Flock. Thank you very much for that.
We appreciate your continued support.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
you know what? Those $5 are far more useful to me than a PS5. Think about that for a second.
Yay! That is very sweet of you guys. We appreciate it.
$700. How many bills can you pay with $700? Give me a rough estimate here.
Okay, I can pay my. I can do a permutation of different bills. I can pay either my car, my car insurance, my health insurance, and internet service for $700.
Very nice.
Or I could pay my electric bill and my car payment and maybe car insurance.
That's pretty good. That's pretty affordable.
Or you can buy one fucking dumbass console.
Oh,
no, thank you.
That reminds me. I have another important question.
What?
How long do you think this console is going to last before it has to be replaced by an even more expensive box?
You mean by a PlayStation 6? Not that long.
So
that's why getting a fucking Pro is useless. It's always been useless.
Imagine having to waste that much money and not counting the extra accessories, the PSN subscription, and any other games that you buy, $69.99 multiplayer only bullshit. All of those games. Imagine spending all of that amount that very easily can clock into the 4 digits, and less than half a decade later they go, yeah, that thing is useless. We barely make games for it. We're going to make another box. Pay $800 this time. Or fuck it, let's just go the extra mile. Break the cap. Go for $1,000.
No, motherfuckers, we're not going to go that route. If anything, this would be the right time for them to say, you know what? We've got so many PS5 Slims we'll go ahead and we'll mark down the first edition PS5s and coming soon PS5 Slims. The one caveat that they would be able to play off of would be if they're so adamant on trying to go physical media free, which is bullshit, they could say, okay, the PS5 Slim won't be able to attach the disk drive, but you'll be able to have larger storage space in it. The whole point of technology, the whole point of developing and improving upon technology is being able to do more with smaller, or more with more more compact definition. I've used this fucking comparison a million times. Okay, and this is dumb, but take this for what it's worth. Okay, here's an example. This is a standard Canon EF mount lens.
Yeah.
So this is a standard lens, 18 to 55 millimeter zoom on there.
Big tech. It's tech time.
Not even big tech. This is just standard. This is a run of the mill. This is what comes in the box type of camera lens. Not that big a deal. Not the end of the universe, right? On its own, it would run you about $300, right?
All right, that's pretty hefty.
Now, here is the exact same lens, updated with a smaller frame, stronger zoom capability, and still with the EF mount. And guess what? It's $100 less.
Whoa,
same
convenient.
Yes. Same exact function. Same exact lens. Same exact specifications for what you need for it. $100 lesser. Why? Why would they?
Brand?
Why would you do it? Why would anyone?
Is it like Gucci? Like the brand makes the clothing more expensive somehow? Even though it's the same damn thing?
Not even. No, they're both Canon lenses, Angel.
These are shit, never mind then.
Canon, as in Canon first came out with this one and then said, you know what? Maybe we can make this one better. Came out with this one and said, hey, you know what? We could sell it cheaper too. And we'll be able to sell more of them. And we'll be able to actually put out more and get a profit out of it that way, instead of charging the lens for the original price that we had it before. And it works the same way. You don't have to worry about there being an upgrade on it. Another case, going back to the techie stuff. And Jose, you can smack me later because I know I'm talking a lot of tech stuff that I'm going above a lot of heads.
Dude, you're fine. Go ahead.
Incredible.
Right. Y'all are learning a little bit about how the Ravens flock operates, how I fucking operate when it comes to tech. And
on a budget.
Yeah, shoestring budget. Okay. And Jose, I'm actually going to bring reference to something that we were trying to do earlier. I apologize in advance. This is not a call out. I'm just bringing it up as an example and as a point. So
it is a good example.
This is a Canon Rebel SL2 camera. Any day, if you get your hands on this thing, maybe $400.
Pretty hefty.
But wait, this is considered a compact version of the Canon Rebel line of cameras because the Canon Rebel let's see, T7 runs at about $700 to $800. That's the newest model of the Canon EOS series of cameras, and it is bigger, it is better, it is badder, but I don't need it to be bigger and badder. I need it to be functioning and to the fucking point. Yes. I need it to be able to do what I want it to do. These cameras work just fine. The day we have to get ourselves set up with an upgrade on a camera, you better believe I'm going to try to find whichever one it would be the next step up from this without breaking the bank, or at the very least going to a comparable price point. Now, Jose had been contacted by a friend of his some time ago who was selling their own Canon camera, and they were selling it with another set of lenses and everything, and it turned out it was an older model. He was asking, like, it wasn't until after Jose was already in talks with the guy and actually asked me, so Juan, you see these cameras, right? Yeah, this is great. I like the specs on it. I like the setup. All right, so what can we do with it? Absolutely nothing. Wait, what do you mean absolutely nothing? Guess
nothing at all.
No. I will explain. For our purposes, these cameras are not just for streaming. These are the same cameras we take to the cons to take photos and take videos. If it's not at least as versatile as what we're using, it is useless to us. Case in point, the camera that Jose was negotiating for was not capable of being able to be hooked up to the camera with the video capture that we have here with the Camlink plug-ups. It would not register with the same resolution. It would come out with a lesser video quality, which is a reason why the SL1 camera that we have here isn't used for streaming. It's only ever used for whenever we take photos or videos at cons. And the only reason why I haven't retired that poor little thing is because it's been hanging on for dear life. And I'll be fucking damned the day it actually does finally give out and I can't get any new batteries for it. I will send it to Jesus and put it up in a display case before throwing it out. The point is,
send you to Jesus.
The point is, technology has to meet the needs of the consumer. Not every consumer has to have AI generated ray tracing, processing. Like, fuck, man. What the hell?
Yeah, you said it yourself. Technology has to meet the needs of the consumer, and I ask, what consumer needs this?
And I'll tell you which ones. The ones who are insecure. The ones who buy consoles as status symbols rather than as things to play games on. Fuck. Usually this would be the point where I would take whatever's in my hand and throw it on the ground as if I've finished making my point, but I'm not throwing the camera. Give me a second. I'm not fucking throwing this after that speech. I hope I made sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. Mind you, a camera, more than a hobby, has a certain level of utility, while video games are more specifically restricted to the idea of hobbies, but the concept is ultimately the same. This is way too much money for way too little. In fact, this is more for less.
Unfortunately, yeah. And Jose, you understood the point that I was making with all this, right?
No, I get it. Don't worry about it.
And like I said, it wasn't a call out. It was just an example that happens to fit the point.
Actually, here's a question for you, Joe. What was the last good wrestling game you played?
The last really, you mean before the one that I'm playing right now?
Yeah, well, no, the one they're playing right now. Is that the best one you played so far?
Yes, with
What's it
WWE
called?
2K24.
2K24. Let me look something up real quick.
They got
Oh
the
God, my
deluxe
keyboard is
edition.
fading. Okay. Oh yeah, it's the one with Cody Rhodes' handsome face stuck right in the front of the screen.
No.
Release date, March 5, 2024. PlayStation 5, 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and the Series S Microsoft Windows.
No,
Be honest with
you
me,
got the
Joe.
deluxe edition here. Why? Because
Do
who
you
doesn't want
genuinely
Rhea Ripley
foresee-
in their face?
I mean, I can't even argue against that.
No, you can't.
So
Hey,
that
Angel,
game came
Angel,
out.
what's your question?
Yeah. Do you genuinely feel like you got that thing for the PS4, right?
Yes.
Do you genuinely feel like you should have gotten it for the PS5? Do you really feel like that should have been worth shelling hundreds of dollars just to get a PS5 so you could play a prettier version of the game you already have?
That's a tough question. That's a very, very tough question.
Because this is how the actual customer thinks. Do I have what it takes to spend all this money, but in exchange I get prettier versions of the things that I already have? This is who the game is made for. It's meant to make you ask that question, look at your wallet and go, yes, I am the graphics whore.
Let me take a look at the chat before we continue here. Legend of Traveling TARDIS is saying here, let's see. Give it 3 months deal. Yep. Okay. Yes, give me to Norman. I'll be very good to him. God dang it, Sarah Serendi. Keep it in your pants. Genie Rick is in the chat. Hey, up here, Genie Rick. Welcome to the Black Files. TARDIS. Come on, everyone. Ravens Flock is on super chat. One super chat away from Juan getting a PS5 Pro stand. Oh my God, you
Oh
asshole.
my god.
Juan, you better not.
TARDIS is better off
Congratulations,
getting
Juan.
let's see.
You can buy a fifth of a PS5.
I can buy a fifth. Let me see here.
Juan, if you spend your money on the fifth of the PS5 Pro stand, I will disown you from this channel.
I'm not gonna buy any. I'm not gonna buy a PS5 Pro stand. Soundmind in the chat. Hey up, Soundmind. Welcome to the Black Files. Even the scalpers will not buy the PS5 poo. God dang it. And Ben Cruz is also in the chat. Hey up, Ben. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you being here. He was saying, I felt Juan. I felt that Juan with camera lenses. Haha. I can relate. I love Juan ranting on camera. And like Sarah Serendi, Juan, you have a camera? Why not just do photo shoots with me at cons? Number one, Sarah Serendi, you're not the only person who wants photos off of me. And number two, it's not one camera. We've got 3 that we have to use at cons. And it's always like, because we've got to do, like, we've got to take multiple photos. We've got multiple video commitments that we have to do when we're at cons. It's like we're running. We're doing a team thing. And also, Sarah Serenity, thank you very much for the $2 super chat!
Thank you so much.
What?
Much appreciated.
She's saying, Juan is an adorable bunny who's been thumping. How dare you? She's like, he wiggles his nose like a bunny. It's adorable. Quit calling me adorable. No.
He's been hanging around the animals for too long. This is a problem. See, I have a cat, so I have become belligerent and angry at everything.
Juan, are you okay? You're shaking. I'm just excitable. Don't worry about it. And Moondragon, babe, wake up. Ravens Flocks dropped in. Yeah, damn right we did. Speaking of Gucci, we now sell Juicy Couture yarn and fabric, so I'll be making a blue jumpsuit of my own style. Fuck yeah, go for it. See? You got
Hey,
got
by
this,
all
Sarah
means.
Serenity. Yeah. You guys kind of understand where we're getting at. We're not trying to say like, oh, technology's bad, go play with rocks, Luddite forever. No. We're fucking saying the fucking technology has to also make sense. When they were trying to sell us the PlayStation 3, they were trying to sell us like, okay, this is the first new generation where we're going into the high definition fields. We're going into like, how many different fucking memory card slots did the PS3 have in the front? Without actually having a memory card slot. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Actually, no. I don't have to remember. Hang on. I don't have to remember.
Oh my God, folks, give Juan a minute. He's digging something up right now.
He's looking through his long history.
Got it right here. Okay? This is our currently retired, currently Like this is the corpse of a bygone memory of a time long past. This is our first gen PlayStation 3, as in first generation hardware, backwards compatible to PS2 and PS1 bullshit. So how many
witness its monolithic glory?
So how many fucking slots are there? You have 4 USB ports over here for the controllers, and you have 3 separate random ass psychotic fucking slots for memory cards. There's the CF memory card. There's the mini. Do you remember mini SD cards? Not these micro SDs, but the mini SDs. Do you remember those? Because I didn't.
Yes.
Yeah. No. And like the Memory Stick Pro, the memory cards that they use for the PSPs, right? And of course the disk drive built in. Disk drives, motherfuckers. Do you speak it?
What are those? You gotta pay extra for them?
No, you didn't have to pay extra for this at all. It was just built in, Angel. It was just there. It's apparently you just take the disc where the game is in the disc. It's not a download, and you just slide it in, and the PlayStation 3 just takes it in for you.
Don't forget, I could just plug into the internet and buy shit at the store whenever I wanted to.
And then it spins it
really
fast. And it uses a Blu-ray because like it used to be like the lasers were red, but then they made it blue, so like the blue makes it go bigger and more. So like you could spin it and you can have more game and you can do stuff because that's what we fucking go with a PlayStation 3.
You know what I could do also? Play multiplayer games without playing for them.
Sony? Fuck.
Well, you see, somebody invented pants at some point, and we took some grievous offense with that concept. For the record, don't forget, up until the PS3, you could play multiplayer online without paying for the internet connection, but now you gotta pay for it because they're greedy fucks.
I remember those days. I remember that time. Isn't that right?
Juan, do you need a hug?
Okay, I'm gonna put the fucking console away. It's starting to talk to me.
Juan, I think you need a hug.
No, I don't need a hug. I'm fine. I'm just goofing. Let me see here. I love hearing Juan rant about consoles while I do my final for my class in college right now. Yay, I'm glad.
Happy to help you.
Yay.
Use our extremely loud, completely non-intrusive voices to confer classly in this one. And don't worry, since I'm Cuban, and if you fail, just blame the immigrants. That's what I do for everything else.
But you are an immigrant.
Exactly. It has worked out wonders. My opponents are so confused, I usually manage to escape.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Angel, don't eat your cat.
Yes.
No, why would I do that? I'll eat somebody else's cat.
Sarah Serenity saying like for a corpse it looks brand new. That's because that's because I kept it in a bag over here in our closet until the day I can actually get it to work once again. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday.
Surely one day.
Later that day, Juan got his PS3 working again. Fuck, I wish. No, it's the video.
That will be $800, sir.
No. Vichos is saying Sony went batshit when they took backwards compatibility away from the PS3 and wanted us to use PS Plus instead. Fuck you. Exactly. I miss my fucking Xbox 360. I know. We've got ours stored away as well. Like I said, we're keeping them. It's like a mausoleum of consoles, but we keep them in the condition where they used to be at the time of their death. So yeah, that's not necromancy. Point is, like, yeah, we've been all hopping up about how fucking insane the pricing really is, but it really is a fucking symptom of Sony getting dumb.
Yeah.
Dumber with how they operate, with how they've been working at their gaming division and operating everything in such a degree where you can't afford any of their shit anymore unless it's high-end hoity-toity shit. Like I said, it's becoming the Apple iPhone of consoles. So, like you mentioned earlier, Concord, $200 million, 8 years worth of development, fucking canceled off in 11 days after launch. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking depressing is what it is. And that's like $200 in the crapper. So I guess these guys figure, oh, hey, well, if we're going to be passing the buck along, why don't we fucking do it with the console over here? Why don't we do it with the PS5 itself? How do we do that? Let's just jack up the price for the Pro version. Yay,
yeah,
brilliant.
That's pretty much it. And nobody has asked me, by the way, nobody has answered my question. Where are the games?
What games?
Where are the goddamn games?
Angel, what games? There were never games.
You said this console would have games. Where are the games, Mansley?
Who said anything about there being games? Why would you think? What on earth made you think that a game console would actually have games?
Look at this man thinking a video game console will have video games in it. Stupid
child. I cannot be betrayed. I cannot be deceived. Fucking
man. I'm like Wolverine right now, holding like that picture on the bed, but it's just a PS3 going, perhaps I treated you too harshly.
And then the PS5 Pro comes in and chops your head off.
No! It aimed for my wallet. It missed.
It aimed for your... It missed and it got... Fuck. I want to... Oh my god. Alright, so, like, ladies, folks, Zayana, Dragonfang, I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up over here because this is some bullshit. And this is depressing. Like, I hope that with our banter and with us explaining shit, I hope that we actually gave people a little bit more like tech literacy to understand that just because it's bigger, brighter, newer, flashier, it doesn't necessarily always mean it's better. You know, it comes down to value, and this is very little value for what they're asking us to pay. Zayana, Dragonfang, your thoughts. I want to go ahead and close this off here for the night.
I stand by what I said before. What is the point of getting a Pro when they're going to end up releasing PlayStation 6?
Yeah.
Simple. Yeah.
So you can pay more money.
That's the thing. I've never once paid for a Pro. I've never once paid for a Slim version, except for, what was it, PS3? Because we never had a PS3. We weren't able to afford a PS3 until the Slim came out.
Oh, yeah? Well, how are you going to do it when I give you Genshin Impact 2.0 with 5% more graphic fidelity and literally
Here's
nothing
the thing.
else?
It already runs so well on the PS5. I don't need
But
to upgrade.
Wi-Fi made it run just slightly imperceptibly better. That is worth another $200.
It really is.
I'm gonna wait for the PS6 to come out.
Okay. Here's the thing. I may only get the PS6 if they still have a disc option.
Yes.
Because I'm sorry, I'm not paying for digital. That is just as expensive. I'm also not going to be paying extra for a freaking disc drive. I'm sorry, that's stupid.
That's fucking...
Oh, no, you don't understand. It will have a disc for $80.
Oh god.
Nah.
That will be another $80 for that disc, right?
Sorry.
There's another $79.99 for the games themselves, asshole.
See, I honestly do hope that the sales do so poorly for this because, again, it's just no. We already know they're cooking on the PS6.
Yeah, no.
So again, would you rather wait for the PS6 or buy the Pro and then having to turn around and buy the 6? Why waste money?
Yeah.
You make a very, very powerful argument there, Zayana. However, there is one point that needs to be made that I think will finally convince you. Bruh, look at all the ray trace.
Yeah.
Look at the AI learning, scaling, upscaling. Look at the fidelity in the polygons.
Look at these puddles of
Look
water.
at all the
Aren't they the
puddles and
most
the ray
beautiful
tracing on it.
fucking puddles you've ever seen in your life?
Jesus.
I know.
If I want to see really pretty graphics, I'll just go back to Skyrim with all my mods on my PC.
If I want to see
Don't you want to see even better graphics?
If I want to see pretty graphics, I'll look at the Star Wars prequel trilogy. Thank you.
We're going to increase that fidelity under every loading screen takes milliseconds to achieve.
Here's the thing. Just for the PS5 for Genshin, there's like no loading screen really. So I'm fine.
No, you don't understand. We gotta make them even faster. We're gonna make the game speed up so much cutscenes will begin to play while you're playing the game itself.
Oh, hell
The game is
no.
gonna be so fast, you're gonna have to speed up just to catch up with it.
No.
Oh, God.
I gotta be honest with you. The Genshin producers putting that 3-hour sex scene between the Traveler and Paimon was kind of weird, but I'm going to respect their vision.
You
Oh my God.
fucker. Oh my
It was
god.
kind of bizarre. Like, I thought China would be against kind of stuff like that, but hey, I guess that's what the PS5 Pro can do.
Oh
Oh
dear
my
God, I
lord.
give up with you. Okay. Thank you, Zayana. Thank you, Dragon Fang. I totally understand exactly how you feel, because that's kind of how I fucking felt
Close
about
the
it.
door over there.
If they're gonna come up with a mid-generation new version, they might as well come out with like the PS5 Slim or whatever.
This is technically the PS5 Slim. They literally removed the disc drive when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the PS5 already had that done. Big whoop-de-doo.
Pro stands for Prozac. This PS5 is on drugs.
Oh my god. Since you're clearly wanting to fucking continue driving this dead horse into the ground, Angel, why don't you go ahead and get your final words in and let folks
all right.
know what we can expect next week, not this coming Saturday, but next week on Los Amigos Play.
Okay, so first off, thank you for taking the time to join us today. I'm sorry that took so long in this case. But next week,
Shit's fun.
you can expect us to continue playing video games that are actually good on a console that actually produce results. In which case, Los Amigos Play returns at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Kick. We are currently undergoing the journey of Shadow the Hedgehog, and I do hope that you will sincerely join us there. I really don't have much else to say except, well,
Corpos.
I'm gonna keep this brief. One game. I don't know why. You get a PS5 with no games to buy. Keep that in mind. They designed this drive to improve loading times. That's all I know.
I know.
My
In this
God!
war, console exclusives are
My
key.
Lord.
Watch them fly by as they port to PC. Lose exclusives at the end of the game. I got no games to play. It's so unfair.
Unreal.
Didn't look out below. Throw this console right out the window. Tried to hold on, but I didn't even knew I wasted it all to watch movies.
Oh my God.
You're not even gonna continue? God damn.
No, I'm not going to continue because I don't want to hurt my life thinking about Chester anymore. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Oh, god dang it.
Are you sure you're gonna go to bed?
Are you sure, Angel? Because I know in like 2 hours I'm gonna see you on Twitter arguing with someone over
No.
someone's
2 hours later, he's gonna be going on Steam and playing games.
Too late. I'm already on Steam. I've been playing Borderlands 3 the entire time while we were talking.
See, that's
The
power of
gameplay
the
is
PC
so
Master
good,
Race.
but the writing is so shit.
See, that's the power of PC Master Race over here. Moondragon, I
damn it.
lost a
I
brain
was gonna
cell.
say, Angel, you just summed up every Sonic. Well, not everyone, but yeah.
Yes,
Like,
yes, I did.
Moondragon, I lost a brain cells hearing all this corporate greed. I'm sorry, but the Ravens flock is not responsible for loss of brain cells during the consumption of our podcast. And Jose, go ahead and give us your final thoughts and let us know what we can look forward to on tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind.
All right. My final thoughts.
Exasperated sigh.
I'm going to keep it very simple, okay? The PS5, at the end of the day, in my opinion, is one giant, glorified, well-polished, and well-put-together, very expensive nothing burger.
Yeah.
It is a very expensive nothing burger that I refuse to buy. I would sooner drown myself into fucking like burritos from Taco Bell than spend all my money buying this nothing burger.
FYI, folks, the Taco Bell burritos give Jose incredible gastric constipation over here. So this,
but it's my guilty pleasure. God damn it! I can't help it.
So this self-flagellating comment is actually a self-flagellating.
All right, moving on. But yeah, no, it's not worth the money unless you have something that's tangible that's gonna get customers hooked. Like, come on, man! Like, what was why did people like buying the Nintendo Wii? Because it has really cool features. That's awesome. The Wiimote.
Think of all the attachments you could put on the Wiimote. You can make it a baseball. You can make it a tennis racket. You can make it a golf club. You can make it
a steering wheel.
You can make it a steering wheel. You can make it okay. I can't show that in front of.
And my personal favorite, a Tommy Gun.
Why do people
this
purchase?
attachment is for taking down police helicopters.
Juan, if you don't mind, please. I'm actually in the middle of sharing my thoughts.
Go ahead.
Why do people purchase the Xbox games, Xbox 360, Xbox One? Because like one of the features is the freaking Xbox Connect, right?
That was one of the selling points back in the day. I remember.
Yeah, exactly. Like there is nothing tangible about this new PlayStation 5 Pro. It's just pricier, and it's just all flash but no substance, all sizzle but no steak, in my opinion. And I'm not going to touch that steak.
You don't know who cooked it. But Jose,
yeah, no thank.
But Jose, can you not see how wonderful the reflection of the candlelight in the restaurant is against the gristle of the steak? Can you not see the ray tracing of the candelabra?
I will punch you in the face.
Can you not see the ray tracing on the candelabra? And this steak was AI generated steak.
Oh my god. You're an idiot, bro.
Okay, I'm fucking around. All right, what do we have for tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind?
Well, for tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube Kick, join me and my tag partner, Mr. Juan Arras, as we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. For tomorrow night's edition, we're also going to be reviewing the main event for this year's AEW All Out, which was the lights out steel cage match between Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland. Sorry, Angel, no real-life controversy brawls this time.
Darn.
That we know
well,
of.
there's always next comedy.
All right. And
I'm sorry, Juan, no brawl-outs.
Damn it.
We'll live. Okay, before I wrap us up, I want to remind everyone of what we're doing this Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to go ahead and roll the clip, so hitting it.
The following is a public service announcement from the Ravens flock.
I'm Jose Casabona.
I am Angel Mendes.
And I'm Juan Arouse.
And we are the Ravens flock. Folks, this is absolutely an exciting time right now because we are planning something really big for September, and this is a first time for us.
We here at the Ravens Flock have partnered up with a charity called Stack Up to bring you a special all-night charity stream where we're going to be playing Dead Space and raising money to help veterans in need.
That is correct. Normally, we here enjoy the good times and the fun times, but we are not afraid to tackle difficult and serious subjects. Mental health and the well-being of our veterans and worldwide veterans is very important. So we're going to sit down and face the horrors of Dead Space to help the people that are facing the horrors in their own minds, and we would like you to be there with us.
Yep, our stream will be on Saturday, September 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on this channel. And we hope that you'll join us because every cent counts, every dollar counts to help not only support mental health, but also to help support the veterans who have fought for us, not just in the States, but also abroad.
We hope to see you there, folks. Remember, go to stackup.org to learn more about our brand new partners over here. And we'll also be providing you with the donation link. So if you want to chip in early, you are free to do so.
Every cent counts, every well-wish counts, and we sincerely hope that you will join us because all of it goes towards a genuinely good and worthwhile cause.
We hope to see you guys on September. Until then, have a good night.
My duty is just
We're
that
back.
shit chapter by chapter.
We're back, Angel.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah. So as I was showing everybody here, come one, come all, this Saturday, September 14th, where we at the Ravens Flock are going to pull our first ever all-nighter, and we're going to pull off a very unique charity stream. So, ladies and gentlemen, we at the Ravens Flock proudly present Lost in Dead Space as our Stack Up charity stream. Jose likes his wordplay and jokes on titles. We've got the stream up here. This is going towards an excellent cause. I'm going to put the link for the stream in the chat, and I'm going to ask you fine folks to do yourselves a favor. Hit the notification bell for that stream. for Saturday. I want you guys to join us. I want you guys to share this link. I want to see a whole bunch of folks jumping in to goof on us while we're up all night long, all night, to help raise money for an excellent cause. We're helping to empower and embolden our new partners at Stack Up, and we also have another little added incentive. At the end of the stream, whoever donated the most, we're actually going to, whoever our top donor is, will receive 2 digital $50 gift cards from our partners at Glitch Energy. So you're gonna get $100 worth of gift card credit from Glitch Energy as their way and our way of saying thank you for participating in this charity stream. So there's no good reason to pass up. We want to see you guys there. We want to see you guys sharing this. We want to try and raise money for the folks at Stack Up and for the fine men and women in uniform who have made in some cases the ultimate sacrifice to support our nations and to keep the peace in the world at large. So what are you guys waiting for? We'll see you Saturday night at 8 p.m. That being said, as far as the story goes, God, the fucking PS5 Pro, I have no fucking words for it. There's no fucking reason for it to exist, except like
there is one though. I can think of 699 reasons why it should exist, and they mostly involve my stockholders. It just gets worse the more I think about it. It gets worse the more I think about it. It hurts.
I hate how right you are, Angel. Quit being right. Cut it out.
I wish I could. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I totally, wholeheartedly believe that this console has no reason to exist. There's no point in it existing. There's no point in it doing any, because it doesn't actually fucking do anything new that the current PS5 doesn't already do. So I'm at a fucking loss for words. I want to make sure that folks are made aware that, like, hey, okay, if this is your bag, if this is how you feel, then all the more power to you. Fucking go nuts, but I'll just be disappointed in your lack of discernible decision-making ability that is exemplified by buying a PS5 Pro. So that's some helpful consumer advice from the Ravens flock over here, because we show you the work, we'll tell you why, we'll give you our opinions, we'll let you decide after that. If you believe that the PS5 Pro is still worthwhile, okay, I won't yuck on your yum, but I'm not gonna trust you with my kid in the future if I need a babysitter or something. If you get my drift, I ain't gonna trust that.
Alternatively, if you can afford a PS5, can you throw a few hundred my way? You are clearly rich, my man. You don't
seriously.
need money.
Yeah, no,
Mr.
seriously.
Beast.
Not even throw it to us. Send it to the fucking donation link for the fucking charity stream. If you're that loaded,
so the soldiers can have a PS5 Pro. They too deserve no games.
Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Here's the donation link to the actual Stack Up donation page that we have set up. And it's gonna go to their calls to arms campaign. So yeah, for fuck's sake, let's get this going, folks. I've got nothing. And if there's gonna be any other developments in the hubris of corporate greed and technological stagnation in the world of entertainment and video games, you better believe that we'll follow its progress here on this show, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arouse, as we delve into the darker side of nerd and geek culture to help bring the truth to light. Be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell, stay up to date on all of our content, become a near flock by hitting the join button. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/The Ravens Flock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock. For Jose Casabon, Angel Mendez, Ayon Rose Cosplay, and Dragonfang Cosplay, I am Juan Arouse. This has been the Black Files, and we are